Hello, bonus objective tubers, and welcome back to the end of the last chapter with me, Blue Ankylo. This is chapter 22, um, just the very ending. Seeing as last time, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. So I replayed the mission, did almost exactly the same strategy as we talked about last time. The only difference was we ended up pushing Tom and Nami a couple times, and then pushed this guy a couple times, and then there was a path. I might have pushed this guy out of the way a little bit. But shoving priests around isn't particularly hard. However, this time around, we have not killed any of them. The other thing I forgot last episode, which I'm kind of glad I got to go back for, I stole those, someone's got them, the physics staff, right? And a men's staff. So one of the things I wanted Volk to do was to steal the physics staff from, I think this guy was standing here, right? So that was probably worth coming back for as well. Those are nice to get. In any case, that should be it. It really wasn't very hard. Boyd, very high HP and weight, like good at pushing at least. I mean, 12's actually not that high, but high enough. And basically, because he's got low resistance, whenever he pushes some spellcasting mage like Tomonami, he is always going to be 2 squares away. So if he stands here, he pushes. Then Tomonami ends up here. Boyd is here, ended his turn. And because he's at range 2, if you equip a range 1 weapon, the boss, or the ally, I guess, technically, pretty much always attack Boyd. And you can just heal him up if you need to, if he gets hit. That worked out really well. Same thing with these light priests. Push from here. Sure, you get countered next turn, maybe. But yeah, these guys are really weak. It's actually harder not to kill them than it is to kill them. And making sure you've got units that don't counter kill them back is probably the most important part. Other than that, yeah, simple map. I still managed to do it with, should be max BXP. Yeah, so let's just give the kill. Doesn't really matter. I've already got the preps on a different person, I think. The preps are done for next time. So let's say goodnight. Good night, Schaefer. But now that should be slightly different. Should have brought some baby. That's what we missed last time too. Quar should have brought more priests or babies. Dang it. So slightly different ending cutscene here because I want to show off all the story, right? All right. Don't worry about the preps. And this time he's alive to say thanks, right? Look at this. The good ending. Thank you very much. I never imagined that we would be rescued by soldiers of an enemy nation. I think the thing is, for you guys watching at home, I have watched Path of Radiance a few times with speedrunners and randomizers, and people almost always kill Tobin. It's just so normal to not care about this reward and a little bit of BXP that killing him is so much easier and faster. But I forgot, of course you gotta leave him alive. Right. There's no way we'd cut down innocent priests being forced to fight against their will. We're the good guys. Father, we bear no ill will towards the kingdom of Dane. We wish only to reclaim the homeland which was unjustly taken from us. That's the reason we fight. We had no desire to invade this land. If nothing else, please believe this. I beg your pardon. May I have the favor of your name? Elincia Riddell Crimea. I'm the sole survivor of the Crimean royal family that we know of. Oh, you. Let us give thanks that you are alive and well. And please, I beg your understanding as well. There are many Danes who do not support the king's actions. I understand. I do not. My young general, this is for you. Huh? As thanks for saving all of our lives. Now, it probably sounds more important than it actually is. It is just the S rank heal everyone 3 times staff. Still, full healing to everyone on the map is still very strong. Although Ashura is, name of a goddess and maybe plot relevant, this is very skippable. I don't think we need it by any means. Not even close. And training up a staff wielder to S rank staff is basically Mist or Reese only, I believe. because the sages I don't think can get S rank staves. Maybe there's another late game bishop or something. I forget. I think Mist and Reese are the usual ones anyway, and it does take a lot of training if you're going to get here. Not impossible. Both of ours are there. It's just you could very easily get to the end of the game and not see S rank staff anyway, and then this is useless. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Got lots of story here. Now, let's search this place. My Lord Ike, may I join? Sure, everyone's helping. Ike, where are you? I missed. I'm over here. Easy, easy. Ike, this way, quick. Rayson's in trouble. What? Did he fall down a well? Rayson, what's up? He's been like this from the moment he set foot in this room. He's just staring at the walls. Mumbo-jumbo magic writing walls, fading and glowing. Weird. What is all this? Every wall has the same pattern. 'Tis not a pattern. It is an ancient language. All chants and spells in magic scrolls are written thusly. Nerd. Can you read it? Nerd. Some, but not all. Spells are simple, whereas this is a complex narrative. I think Prince Rayson can read it. I bet it's the same language Leanne was speaking, seeing as there's two languages. The one I know and the one I don't. Haha. It is. It's the Serenus language. Their chants are in this language as well. So, Rayson is reading? Great, he's reading. Let's talk about it. Alright, he's reading a lot. Yes. That's a lot of words to say nothing. Ike! Yes, are you done reading? From what I could gather, I think a person was locked in this room sometime in the past. You don't know who it was, do you? Well, I wasn't able to read all of the writing, but I found this under the bed. Is that more reading? I think it may have belonged to whoever was imprisoned in the room. And are you going to read it, or are we just going to talk about it? I apologize. I took up much of your time. Rayson, you don't look so good. You want to sit down or something? The bird sit? No, I'm fine. It's more important that we talk. Great, I'm tired of talking about reading. About the owner of this feather? Oh, a feather. I thought we had a book. Was it in that room? Soren found it. Whose was it? Hey, bird. I got a bird feather. Whose feather is this? You know all birds, right? I'm sorry. We found this feather. It's clearly from a bird person. So, which one is it? Oh, Lilia, my older sister. Yeah, of course. Of course he'd recognize his sister's wing feather. All birds can tell that. It's very normal. My older sister. The writing on the walls is hers. Oh, you've got an older sister too. That's great. Will you tell us? She was kidnapped 20 years ago on the night of the Serenus massacre. I thought that Lilia had been murdered along with my other brothers and sisters. How many friggin' family members do you have, birds? I believe that until today. Who took her? The walls say only that he was a large human. Oh, was he super fat? She probably never knew who it was. He thrust a clan treasure at her and demanded that she use her magic to revive the thing sealed inside. He extorted her... Extorted? Extorted. Demanded multiple times. But to no avail. Lilia refused his request every time, because she did not possess that power. Someone wanted to revive the Dark God. Shortly after she was brought here, Lilia fell ill and collapsed. I'm not surprised. It was a terrible time. She was imprisoned in this tiny room with no sign of view of the earth or sky. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, I just feel really sad for Lilia and Raisin. I beg your pardon, let me continue. A young Bjork began coming to the room to care for Lilia. She had bluish hair and blue eyes. And her heart was unusually pure for a Bjork. In time, Lilia and she came to be friends and shared a mutual trust and eye color. I mean, no, never mind. Ah. Lilia decided to entrust her hopes to this woman. They shared no common language, so it took some time. But eventually the Bjork woman understood what it was Lilia wanted, which was to take the treasure and the song and flee this temple. Brother? Was there anything else written about this Bjork woman? Like a name? I don't speak bobbity boop. Translated into our language, it's Elena. I knew it! It is Mother! Yay, our mother was friends with birds. What? Are you sure? Yeah, our mom's name was Elena, like me. Blue hair, blue eyes, magic medallion, songs, we got all that. Yeah, Rayson, the object you refer to as your clan treasure was an aged bronze medallion? How? What? How? Yeah, that was my mom's, and the song. Both my parents gave up their lives to protect it. We should really talk backstories one of these days. Ike, you had missed our Elena's children? Then Laron's medallion is here? Well, you see, it was. For a long time, and we didn't show it to anybody. But then we showed it to one person and he stole it. Yeah. By Dane. And Nasir. How could this be chance? It's fate, it's fate. To be honest, I don't really understand all that's happened, but, sort of makes sense, like, it comes together or something. Thanks, miss. It's very quiet, for copyright purposes. But Mist is singing. Or doing, mostly. That's the song that... But the melody's a little different. It's similar to the song Rayson and Leanne sang in the forest. My mother used to sing it as a lullaby. It is the song of release, the one Lilia entrusted to Elena. But I wore the medallion and sang that song every night. Nothing ever happened. The magical effect of the song is awakened by the power of the singer. It can't just be unleashed by anyone. Also, the doo-doo-doot song she was humming, basically the song playing now in the background. I'm pretty sure. The true song of release can only be sung by a girl named Altina. Well, who's that? Why are we getting all these name drops in the third act? Lilia wanted your mother to take the melody to Altina and return the medallion to its rightful place in Seren's forest. Okay. But who is this? The story is becoming clearer and clearer. My father fled Dane to protect my mother, who was carrying the amulet. Ike, how do you... Volk told me. I paid him a bunch of money. He told me about my father's past, the amulet, dark gods, all that. Oh, so you know everything. Of course Titania did. But why weren't you guarding Mist then, if you knew she had a super important medallion? And why didn't you warn us so that Nasir couldn't steal it? King Ashnard took Lilia, didn't he? That would be the final piece of the puzzle. After all, the man who found my father was the king's henchman. Ike, are you saying you know who killed Commander Grail? Did we not tell anyone the Black Knight did this? You never said anything about that. We all thought this murderer was unknown. Why didn't you say anything? Trauma. I don't know. I didn't just feel like talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it. Look, my dad died. He was a Dane soldier, wasn't he? Who was it? Who was the man who killed Commander Grail? I don't know his name. Ike, tell me! You guys really need to talk more. You were at sea for like 2 months, and in Benyon for probably another couple months. Titania is mad. Can we discuss this later? I cannot handle strong human emotions. My, emotion chip is overloading. Oh, yeah, right, sure. Now we don't have to talk about it. Fine. Up to this point, we've all been fighting for the liberation of Crimea. Even if we now add to the stopping of the Dark God from being released, and punishing Commander Grail's killer, our enemy remains unchanged. King Dane and his henchmen are the ones we must defeat. I guess Titania is worried that we're going to be leading this battle solely for revenge, which is kind of true. But now that the medallion was stolen, it's also to get it back. Ike probably should have told everybody that the Black Knight killed his dad. Because there are people in the army that probably know who the Dark Black Knight is, or at least have some ideas. And he didn't tell anybody. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't tell anyone. Anyway, it's mysterious. Wow. Rayson said the same thing earlier, but could all of this be mere coincidence? The fall of Crimea, Ike's parents, the death of Rayson's sister, the fact that everything leads back to Dane? It's true, it changes the meaning behind the war. The treatment of Lily is one thing, but the assassination of the former apostle? The framing and destruction of my nation? If it was all of Dane's plan to steal the medallion and the song, then the reason we've all been manipulated by Ashnard and his cronies. At this point. Unless Ashnard's being manipulated. Anyway, that should be maximum XP plus the Ashura staff. So this is where we would normally have started the episode. I will continue here, but I already have the preps prepped. You will see. If that's the decision you've reached, we'll respectfully comply. Another blue-haired warrior here. Has he got blue eyes too? Suspicious. Always pay attention to hair color in anime. If we can march quickly and know that someone's protecting our backs, it would be a huge relief. As you wish. May the fortunes of war be with the Crimean army. If you have need of soldiers, send word. We'll move at top speed. I'll be counting on you. The information gathered at Palmeni Temple leads Ike ever closer to hidden truths behind the war. The assassination of Benyon's former apostle led to the massacre at Serenus. A Serenus princess was also kidnapped, the medallion stolen. A complex scheme seemed to connect these events, and now these threads have become clearer and cleaner. Ashnard's motives are still a mystery, but his silhouette lurks in the shadows of all that happens. Ike returns from the temple and renounces all rights to rule Dane. Those rights are then passed through General Zelgius of Benyon to the Apostle herself. The Crimean army absorbs another troop from Benyon, and with its might increased, marches on the Dane-Crimean border. Its next goal is the Riven Bridge. Riven? A massive structure that connects the two countries, and definitely what Crimea should have used to defend its borders, but chose not to. I mean, they probably tried. Too many trainees there, though. Not enough promoted units. It's bridge time, baby! Every Tellius game has a giant bridge battle, so this is ours. My Lord Ike, may I have a moment? Oh, sure. Hey, what's up, princess? The soldiers say that tomorrow we'll be able to see the Great Bridge, and once we cross, we'll be in Crimea. The closest I've been to home since I ever... What's I don't know how to do it. This one more step, and I'll be the closest to home I've ever been. We're gonna do the reverse Sam in Lord of the Rings. Alright, Mr. Ike. That's what I've been told. It feels like I've been away for many years. Crimea is the land I was born and raised. Oh, to feel so removed. I feel now, in this late juncture, that I know almost nothing of my own country. It is an unreal experience. I know what you mean. I don't have the sense that we're on the brink of being back in Crimea either. I don't even remember this area. Maybe it's because I was born in Galley and raised in the countryside. Both countries are joined together like this all over the continent. I'm really in awe of it. So am I. For one who knew nothing of life outside the royal villa, everything is so big. Big. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, when we left Crimea, it was spring. Snows were melting, days were getting longer, weather was mild. It's been almost a year. Only a year, but the distance we've traveled to get here. See, that's a lot of time for Ike to tell everybody about what's been going on. If him and the princess have been together an entire year between the sea travel, all the stuff in Benyon, and the war against Dane, like, There's really got to be some downtime to be like, hey, so let's talk about everyone's parents. Everyone who's got the same color hair, raise your hand. Anyone who has a medallion or an emblem of fire or some weird magic song or some lost brother or sister. You know, let's just get all that worked out, you know? Let's just get that all sorted. We got weeks and weeks of travel time to talk it out. Not in my D&D. Right. Feels like many years have passed. Yet this is the land where I was born and raised. Oh, sweet Crimea. How is it that you feel so far away? For me too. Yeah, let's go home. Yeah. Oh, what a romantic setting. Makes it hard to make an appearance. I guess I could just leave you two. I know that voice. Do I? Did I guess? Nope. I was thinking Khalil would be like snooping around. It's Ranulf! Hey buddy, how's it going? Hey there, Ike. Looks like we stayed alive long enough to be reunited. Aren't we the lucky ones? Hey buddy, you lived. Lord Ranulf, how nice to see you again. Ah, my Princess Alincia, welcome home. I'd curtsy, but, you know, the tale makes it look silly. What are you so damn chipper about? Well, once I heard the news that Crimea army had already taken the Dane capital, I ran here to greet you. How are things in Dane, or Gallia? Aren't you supposed to be at war with Dane or something? Like, what's going on? Well, not yet. What's that supposed to mean? In light of your army's success, the elders have finally agreed on something. Gallia will lend its full support to Princess Crimea's effort to liberate her homeland. It's a done deal! Oh, that's great. So, the army? Yeah, we're going to establish communications with them and create a united front. That being said, Gallia is here to support you. The Crimean army will always be at the center of the effort. Don't forget it! King Gallia is most gracious. That posture will allow Crimea to lay claim to any victories. Don't say things like that. I'm shocked that you would understand its subtlety. Who are you and what have you done with my Ike? Look, it's been a year. I've been to court. I have been edumacated. A little. I don't believe you have the right to speak to me like that. I am General Ike. I have been knighted, sir. Kidding. Actually, Soren just lectured me about this a minute ago. You were tutored by your nervous little staff officer, computer fella. Now I get it. Has he snapped yet? He seems pretty high-strung. It's okay, we just need to do a memory wipe one of these days. King Caneus is always thinking of Crimea, isn't he? How can I ever repay him? Let's just win your country back. When that's done, we'll rebuild the bonds of friendship. That would be the ultimate way to say thank you, wouldn't it? Right, yeah, that's right. Randall said, sure. I don't know who's doing what. Everyone just wants the world to be better. Ike, time for me to print out report. Beep, 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 beep. You made a little bit of money selling a miracle or a master seal, and you spent a lot of money on a forged weapon and steel blades. Was that the one we did steel blades, I think, or something? You bought something anyway, and then you got some XP. Good job. There were no deaths. Beep boop. Report complete. Okay. And yes, I need to do info and stuff now because I'm going to load with the preps completed. So you don't need to worry about this too much, but we do have some BXP, and I will spend a little bit of it, again, just topping levels off. So people that are like this, especially people like Astrid. We also get a new forge, and I think this is the first time we get access to silver. So we can forge a silver weapon, silver sword, silver lance, but not a silver axe, the best one. But I'm pretty sure silver lance is the best we can do for now. And it's not that expensive even, really. You can go max hit, maybe a bit of... or max attack and maybe a bit of hit if you want. You could probably afford something like this every chapter till the end of the game right now, easily. So I think I made one for Marcia, because she's got the lowest strength. And we'll give her a really, really good silver weapon to kill stuff if we need it. It is drastically overkill for any... There's almost no enemy in the game that I think will warrant the use of such a powerful weapon. But I might as well make one, you know? I might as well. Other than that... Is there anything else I need to talk about? There's a little bit more preps we can talk about for the next chapter once I load in, but... Yeah, this is not a giant... Well, the next map is big, but there's not a lot of tricks to it. I mean, there's some tricks. Keep backpedaling. The point is, it's rather straightforward, most of it. Let's just get this out of the way. Soren, are you in here? Yes. Oh, hey. It's late. What do you want? Shh. Ike? Have you... Is this the time? Are we... Oh no. How strange. I was sure he'd come this way. Yoo-hoo? That voice is the woman from the item shop. Oh, she's after us. Commander Ike! Where have you gone, handsome? You ran into my room to escape? Look, whenever that woman corners me, it takes forever to get away. Let me hide here till things simmer down. We begin marching tomorrow morning. This is a waste of valuable time. I will chase her away. Wait, Soren! She'll figure it out. You're a terrible liar. Ikey Poo, where are you? Amy? Oh, Soren. Ew. Ouch! Ouch, girl! Do you know... That is... I mean, hi. What are you doing out here? Do you have business with Ike? Yes, I found a special something that I'd like to give him. Do you know where he is? Ike is in a war meeting. If you do have something for him, I can hold on to it for you. What should I do? You see, I have this new staff. It's very valuable. I'm not sure I feel comfortable simply handing it over to someone who doesn't understand. That's the Hammern staff. A rare staff that can take any item, no matter how battered, and repair it completely. What? Yeah, well, of course, but you're quite knowledgeable, aren't you? If I may continue, I believe that there is only one of these in the entire world. It is truly priceless. It can fix anything except itself. It is kind of sad. Once it's gone, but it can fix any other thing until it breaks. You want to give this to Ike? Well, I do want to be helpful. If you truly wish to capture Ike's attention, bringing him staves and whatnot will avail you nothing. You know he likes swords. Bring him a sword. What? Really? Oh dear, I was so hoping he would like it. Food, however, would be much more effective than a staff. He's particularly fond of spicy meat dishes. Soren! No! Don't give her ideas! Ooh, is that so? Cooking is not something that I'm skilled at, but I've got it. The perfect dish! Oh good, he will be pleased. And the staff? You can keep it as payment for the cooking tip. Take good care! Well, she's unexpectedly generous. I did receive something quite nice from your admirer, Aikipu. Thanks. Hey, wait a minute. It's only C rank. Look how easy. It's the legendary staff that almost anyone can use. Restores an item to max. However, remember in this game that at 0 they're deleted. Most games. Other than Genealogy, I think? There might be some personal weapons that stay at 0 out of max in Thracia. I don't know, even garbage weapons, because you can break them and keep swinging them, I think. So unless you're playing on FE4 or 5, they generally just break and are deleted. So, your best weapon fully repaired except the last one. You can't break it. So you gotta be a little careful. Anyway, it is very, very, very good. Understood. Proceed as ordered. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Uh-huh. What's next? Sir, yes, sir. Hey, it's General Ike the Great. I heard all about it, Those guys went and made you a noble. Oh, hey, yeah, Shadone, hi, how's it going? Good for you, huh? Har har. Wait. Har har hick. You're in love with a pretty little princess. Fighting side by side with your subhuman pals. Yeah, moving on up. Shannon, you're drunk. Ooh, look at you, big Mr. Ike, leading the good life. Remember, I just demolished you in arm wrestling. They're called Lagoos. Whatever. Here's the deal. Now that you're a high-class noble, You can't be running around with a bunch of broke mercenaries. Look, I'm your boss, and if you don't get your act together, you're fired. You're drunk, your stats suck, you're using a bow and not an axe or a sword like a real man. Even a lance, any of the melee weapons I'll take, but bows, come on, dude. You're lecturing me, you're not even buff. All the other nobles are gonna laugh at you, so give it up. I'll do you a favor and take over. Yeah, I don't think so. It's my father's company, and, I'm gonna be commanding the Grail mercenaries. Screw you, man. You always get everything. Don't you ever want to give up on something? No, not like big important Mr. Ike. You've always been like this. You act like you're not interested in something, then you swoop in and steal it. It was mine. I was gonna run this company. I deserve it, because I've got a bow. Shannon, you might be the actual worst. What? And watch how you say my name, boy. Boy. With a little boy, wickety Ike. I spared your life. We could have cut you in half. Shannon, what's wrong with you? You're drunk. What do you care, snotty whelp? It's none of your business. And another thing, about the command of the company. If you refuse to give it up, at least change the name. You're not Commander Grail. Just because you're a son, that doesn't give you the right to use your father's family name to... Look, his name was actually Gawain, funnily enough, but, like... Shannon, get out of my sight. I'm fine. I don't feel fine. Yeah, it was never about the common commandership. It was just about my father. Besides, Grail's the one that said I leave it all to Ike, so, such as it is. Alright, a little bit of story for Shannon. I hate that guy. You know what? I might hate him more than Rolf. Rolf at least had a chance to grow up. Shannon just gets worse. Alright, is there any supports this time? No, can't do that one. Could do that one, maybe, but I hate Shannon. Doesn't matter. We really got to get that Soren Ike support. It takes a lot of work. You got to keep deploying Soren or we'll never get it. Alright. Yeah, Mist is maxed out too. Okay, cool. So, let's see the next map. Lots of prep today. So, they're finally here, huh? Has the work on the bridge been finished? And your answer better be yes. Yes, General. Do you think it will work? Sometimes the simplest traps offer the best results. Lure them in, finish them off one by one. Got it? None of this splitting your damage. Take out the weakest, kill them. Then take out the next weakest, kill them. There's no value damaging them all a little bit. Let's use some proper AI. Got it? Listen, dogs, there will be no retreating. We stopped Crimea. We will not allow them to gain the comfort of their homeland. Any who do not fight to the death will face my lance. And die. Oh, there's the bridge. Wow, it's huge. I doubt if Dane's going to just let us cross without objection. I mean, we could just fly everyone across. Jill and Marcia and Tanith, and probably a couple of the Birdmen could probably carry everyone over in a couple trips. Wouldn't take too long, honestly. No, okay, we'll just walk across then. That's fine. Yeah, I think it's highly unlikely. Titania, it's time to march. Make sure the troops are alert. Understood, Commander. Say, Ike, there's something I was meaning to ask. Yeah? I haven't seen Nasir around. What happened to him? He's an enemy combatant. Locked him up. What? Hey, I understand you being irked that he, he didn't mention testing you and all, but treating him like a criminal is... Testing me? What are you talking about? Nice weather? Talk. Nasir is a Dane spy? No, that's not possible. He's our spy. You're telling me he's a Galleon spy? Nope, it doesn't work. He worked for us on behalf of the king, but Dane, as a Laguz, he would have absolutely no reason to work for them. Unless there was some kind of dragon lady he really wanted to help. But there was a Goldoan named Ina who was working as a general for Dane. What? Yes, we were forced to fight her in the Dane capital. When we attempted to capture her, Nasir intervened and allowed her to escape. He betrayed us. He also stole the magic MacGuffin from my sister that is going to destroy the world. I mean, nothing. Wait, hold on. Maybe that was, well, if that's the case, then maybe, no, but teaming up the, I hate to interrupt whatever you're doing, but it's time to kill some Dane soldiers at the bridge. Let me speak to Nasir, please. Once we finish the battle, we'll do it together. Alright. Everybody knows, nobody's telling anyone what's going on. All these tricks and traps, right? Just tell the truth. It's like every episode of Lost. If you just talk, the mystery would be over. Alright, Har. Time to work. 5 more minutes, Mommy. She really is Mommy, I guess. She's mean, Mom. Dozing off on the battlefield. You got a lot of nerve, don't you? Some guys like that, I hear. Hey, wake up or I'll burn you to a crisp. Ooh. Alright, yeah. Sure, maybe that is what Har's into. Alright. Has the enemy arrived? Yes, they just got here. Now go up there and fight. Yeah. Alright. I'll be fighting. What a fool. Yeah, I put my money on Har. He's pretty awesome. More so in Radiant Dawn, but he's useful here too. I mean, he's just a very strong enemy combatant that we definitely can't recruit. Well, here we are, and there's the Dane army on the other side, just as expected. They're already in battle formation and waiting for us to give us a warm welcome. Ah, so charming. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh ho, well said. And by the way, I'm joining. Not as a galleon, but part of our army. If it's a problem, I can sit it out. Of course not. Thanks for the support, Ranulph. Welcome to the mercenaries. Pleasure's all mine. Let's carve up some Danes. We finally leveled up enough to get Ranulph to join. Let's talk about Ranulph a bit before I load up my preps. Another Laguz. Starts half charged. I think realistically, if you want to use them, you just give him Warham's Demiband, and he's probably fine. I don't think he's particularly different than any of the other cat style. Is there a notable... I feel like there's not a unique difference between cats and tigers, but they have slightly different art, I think. I'm pretty sure he's like a left style cat. She starts basically full bar and transforms immediately. He transforms a little bit slower, but then like the full tigers usually transform pretty late. Mordecai and wherever he is. I'm sure he's in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Yeah, starting at 0, right? I have a feeling Moram is pretty slow as well if he doesn't have the Demiband. I mean, we can sort of see. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying, if you do want to use one, Ranulph is a good option. One, I mean, you can always bring one, basically, if that's what you want. But having multiple Laguz with, and there's his stats. Having multiple Laguz, yes, he is a cat, not a tiger. Multiple Laguz without a Demiband is tricky. If you like that kind of thing, maybe it'd be an interesting challenge run. But all Laguz, yeah. Honestly, his stats are very solid, transformed, even with the debuff from the Demiband. 22 strength, 19 skill, 19 speed, 20 defense. Not crazy overpowered, but like I'm pretty sure he could fight most enemies on this map just fine. Yeah, so that guy's pretty strong. If there's anything else to talk about him, I mean, I feel like all Laguz are kind of in the same boat in Path of Radiance. They're basically all usable, just you have to work around the transformation bar, which is a pain. There he is, Ranulph. Growth rates. 130 HP. Oh, I guess I normally have their screen up, don't I? So regular growth rates, 130 HP, 50 strength, 0 magic, 55 skill, 55 speed, 35 luck, 35 defense, 20 res. You know, it goes. But none of that is too crazy. You know, strength, skill, speed are fine, but he's already level 9, promoted effectively, not a lot of room to grow, and, you know, standard transformation gauge annoyance, which is, I consider a large annoyance, but maybe you don't think it's a big deal. Let me load the fully prepared version. And we'll go back to base for a second. Alright, 40 minutes in. No big deal. Okay, so I have spent some XP. We got Mista level. I think Soren. Anyone who's at exactly 0 again is likely to have gotten. But it is getting very expensive. Like, I could level Gatry up, but it is... What is that? Almost 80, 70, 73 bonus XP for 20 real XP at this point. The closer you get to 2020, the worse it is. So, although you could certainly level Titania up, that's 240 XP to get 60. Now, I will mention, this is another one of those cheaty things if you care. There is a way to get more out of it than normal. And I don't have a... There is a couple guides that talk about this. I don't have one on open at the moment. But basically, the way this works, if you look at the numbers when you go up, there's a formula that determines how much bonus XP per regular XP, and it's just your character level, and then there's whether promoted or not promoted, and it just changes as you gain more levels. You can see it's 2 XP each for Oscar right now. I think 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Always 2. So basically there are times where buying... How do I explain this? Hold on. I have a thing I want to explain, but I'm having a hard time. I need to find my guy. Where was it? Sorry. Technical difficulties. Path of Radiance, bonus experience usage. It's like guide or trick. I don't know. It's shoot. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. No. Oh, come on, it's the usage specifically I need to find. What I'm trying to say... Yeah, here we go. I got it. I think. Okay. So, there are increments that you can buy XP with that give you more bonus XP than you would otherwise spend. And I'm going to try to demonstrate that if there's someone at a level that it makes sense to show. Some levels it doesn't... Like, sometimes there is no way for it to save you anything. It depends on the character and the level, basically. So, level 10 promoted, the guide suggests that you want to buy experience... You want to buy 2 XP at a time, because you will effectively spend 200 experience to go from 0 to 100. Whereas if you spend it all at once, you actually spend 222. So you can save 22 BXP, which isn't that much, by doing this. You go 2, 2. And sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 3, something. There's different values. But, like, hopefully this demonstrates that this is not something I'm ever going to do. But if you're playing along, this is a strategy that can save you some BXP, but you very much need to have a guide or something. You might be able to work it out yourself. There. At level 10, yeah, okay, that makes it fairly easy. 2 points, 2 points, 3 points. So it's basically not exactly 2 per BXP, or 2x. It's not always 2 BXP per XP. It is sometimes 3. And you can avoid that by only buying 2 at a time and never getting 3 or more at a time. Is it worth it? I mean, some of them are better than others. Is there anyone at a convenient level to show it off? A level 1 promoted unit is one of the better ones for the difference. Yeah, here we go. So, in theory, 1 XP costs 1, but the second one costs 2. So, if you went from level 1 promoted, 0 to 100, 1 at a time, it's just very monotonous, you can get 100 XP for 100 BXP. Or if you bought them all at once, from 0 to 100, it would cost 148. So you can save a lot of BXP. That is 48 out of 148, which is like a third. Like, you save a third of the BXP if you wanted. But it's very slow, like real-time slow. There's a few other times where the levels work like that. I don't recommend it. So I just wanted to mention that, because it's something I think I've seen some people talk about, and if we're talking about cheating, that is a way to cheat a little bit. Anyway, I have some equipment, which is just sort of our default set. Nothing too crazy here. I thought about doing another boss grind, but I'm going to save that not for this chapter, but for later. And yeah, I think pretty much standard loadout. And one of my major goals for the next few chapters is to try to get people to level 20. The thing is, you know, it's not easy. And this map, it's going to take a while. But there is a boss tile. And I'm pretty sure Petrine does regenerate here. So you could grind against her if you really wanted. However, if we kill her quickly, we just get the Flame Lance. And that's pretty valuable. And as much as I need to be a little bit careful, there are still better fights, I think, that I can finagle to get more units to level 20 for transfer bonuses. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But a lot of my late game decisions, just, like, it's the way my brain works. I can't really apologize for it. It's just how it is. Because I am transferring the data, I feel like I must try to optimize for it to some degree. And given that Path of Radiance is pretty easy overall, I feel like I might as well push it to the limit for a very small mechanical gain in the next one. Anyway, we've got a bridge. Luckily, nothing lets us drop and fall to our death in the water, 100 meters below. It's a good thing they didn't know how to make holes in the bridge. Otherwise, we would totally die by falling down all the way, right? What do we need to talk about this time? So we're deploying 13 units, nice size army. And I've got, like, kind of all the useful ones. Well, all my standard set. I don't need Volk, but there is a couple things we can steal, I think. No treasure chests, but I can still switch them out if I find there's no value. Certainly Mia, Gatry, these three are mostly just my training transfers, including Titania. I mean, I can't do everybody, but I'm going to try to transfer a good number for some bonus stats if I can. If you're wondering, maxing out stats on the Lagoos is also very difficult. Unless you're resetting for level ups, they take a lot of XP to level up, and their growth rates are decent, but their maxes are very high. So transferring over stats is probably not worth much. I mean, you can do it, I think, but it's a lot of... if you're just going by random level ups, it's unlikely to cap anything, unless you feed them a bunch of stat boosters or rig the levels, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's hard to max out. Like, I don't even know if it's possible to get everyone to level 20 for a transfer bonus for the whole army. That would be insane. And I'm not going to even consider it. But I would like to get, my main dozen, maybe 12 to 15 transfers, which is still very... that's kind of why we're doing the boss abuse. It is a very... it's not easy to do. I would say in a normal casual run, you might only get a couple units to level 20. Like, it's certainly not guaranteed. Anyway, so we get 13 people. Let me see. Bonus XP for this map. What are we on? 22? Nope, 23. Bonus XP is 12 turns. So you got to be pretty quick. There's a bunch of reinforcements and stuff to work with. And... sorry, just getting my map set up. There will be some allied reinforcements eventually that can kind of mess up some of your plans. They'll start over here. Spoilers. If we let them show up, they'll steal a bunch of XP from us. But let's look at what there is to loot. So a stealable elixir, probably worth it. One reason to bring Volk, at least to start. Droppable flame lance, kill her quick. Nice. Actually, she might move. I kind of remember her leaving her square. It might be hard to train on her in this tile. I can't remember for sure if she moves, but maybe I was dreaming. Anyway, it is good against cats, so Ranulf will have a bit of a bad time here. Also, the Daunt skill is something kind of unique. I think only enemies get it. I don't think we can. Maybe in Radiant Dawn. I don't know if there's any allied unit that gets this skill, but it would be decent. Just a passive debuff for enemies nearby. That's good. Nothing too crazy, but you know, it does mean it's going to be a little bit harder to hit her, and maybe we won't critical kill her, so whatever. Let's go through the list. So lightning, claws, they've got enemy Lagoos on their side. Axes. Here's something interesting. We can steal a physic. It would be nice to steal the tornado, the best wind tome, but not available unless we tried to silence him, and I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe I give a silence to Mist and we science that out? Maybe. Axe, claw, axe. There's another one. Maybe we could try 2 steals. Garbage. Poleaxe, be a little bit careful. That certainly does lots of damage to horses. That's a 35 might attack. Pretty strong. Bows and axes. And a regular iron sword. Man, that guy has got nothing. Chump. Heavy spear. I mean, we get one for free. So that's nice. Axes and spears and bows. And yep. We could steal a men's staff. No big deal. We watch out for Blizzard. You know, we can get blasted. But this is one we can get for our team for free, basically. Not too difficult this time. So that's nice. Another droppable longbow. A droppable killer bow. So much good stuff on this map. Another poleaxe. Those guys are kind of flanking at the end there. Hammer. This bad for Gatry. Brave axe. Right. Yeah, Har is pretty strong too, by the way. Also has a fun little skill. And that's it. That's the whole enemy. Okay, cool. Let's go with that. I suggest deploying Jill. You may have gathered who should talk to Har. And I think Volk is worth. I am gonna, in hindsight, I wasn't sure for Mist what I wanted her to do, but I am gonna at least give her the chance of silent strats. I wonder, I don't think sleep makes you unequip. I'm not even sure silence does, but I'm gonna maybe science that out just to see if we can steal a tornado, because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, there's probably better things to silence, but I don't know. I'm probably never gonna bother using it anyway. And that's it. I think everyone's deployed, ready to go. I did craft that spontaneous silver lance. Very, very powerful weapon here. 20 might is very, very strong. Let's just leave it at that. That puts her at 43 strength. Sure, someone like Boyd could hit 50 damage, but that's just way too much. Technically, Mia might still be a better DPS with all the crit stuff. Or just anyone with the vague caddy 35 crit, plus your base crit, plus if you got a support with crit, something like that. You could just trash things. But anyway, that's not what we're doing today. Because crits do triple damage, they're very, very strong. Okay, let's get started here. Very long intro. I know. I just kind of want to play. Attention, let's go. Maybe I'll catch a nap. They just leave. He's gone. Alright. Sorry, just taking a drink. I have my own caffeinated beverage. Make sure I don't fall asleep. Okay, we got a long bridge to go. There are some classic Fire Emblem traps here. There's nothing that really signifies them, but basically wherever there are gaps in the sandbags, like above, below, or right in front, you might expect something fun to happen. Also, Ballista. I don't remember the Ballista usually causing an issue. I guess Racing has to stay out of their range. But that's about it. I don't think they're going to be enough to deal any real damage. I mean, maybe my mages. Yeah, they could probably hit the mages for some damage. Our Archer is honestly very strong. So watch out for Ballista, I suppose. For some units. I think first turn we just try to set up some counter kills for all these axe guys. Maybe a 2-range weapon to counter short axey. And then a 1-range weapon for everybody else that we can try to set up. Ooh, we could try to lure the El Thunder guy out too. Okay, let's see if I can do all that. That's already a lot. Okay. If I put Rolf here, he can counter with a bow the short axe guy. 26 damage, I don't think that's going to be too crazy, especially given Rolf is surprisingly tanky. Alright, not what I would normally do, but what we're doing today. Don't drop that. Okay. Then any other tile kind of below him is in range of these guys, and we just need 1-range weapons. The tile above him is also in range of a steel, so we can put someone there with a melee weapon. Boyd? Sure. Boyd goes up here. Technically, they are buffing each other with their friendship bonus. Not a support bonus, their brotherly bonus. Alright, that should be fine. That's 2, hopefully killed. Then, do I try to lure Mr. Mage up? It would be beneficial. Marcia plus a dance? Or just Astrid? Yeah, let's just send Astrid. We'll go Hand Axe, because they might try to 1-ranger, maybe. And then everyone else just needs to be able to do nothing, basically. Basically, counter an axe guy. Ike. Blam. I mean, you could be in range of the ballista. It doesn't matter that much, I suppose. As long as you're not, you know, Bird Boy. Marcia still has the full guard, so she doesn't care either. And... wait. I thought I was going to buy iron swords. Maybe I just gave up on them. I can't remember if they sold iron swords this time. It was in my to-do list, but... you know, it's hard to remember everything, guys. Alright, we got all the boys. Kieran, move all the way up, I guess. Get yourself a axe. We'll try to break... I don't like breaking my hand axes. I guess I'd rather... yeah, you know what? Breaking the Iron Lance... I'd rather use the Iron Lance than the steel, the forged steel weapons. Soren, just get a little closer. Ilyana, just get a little closer. Volk, if we are stealing... who was he thinking of stealing from? There's not very... you know, deploying Volk maybe not the most important thing we did. But it's going to be on the south path, in theory. Just let me explain when we get there. Some of you know how this map works. Don't worry, I got a plan. I say, famous last words. Mist can fight, but I want her to not waste her sword if I can help it. Just put anyone in silence, but we don't need to do that. Actually, if I do want to hit... I guess... wait, where are they? Ah, this guy. Tornado Physic, Tornado Physic. So these two here. It doesn't really matter what side I send her then, I guess. Okay, north it is. Jill, for some reason, might need to stay back a little bit. But for now, maybe she can get a little bit of combat in. And Rayson, well, you know. He will help. Just not on turn 1. Okay, first turn, maybe playing it a little bit careful. Just trying to lure the axe guys over. Oh, I forgot the animations. Alright, Boyd. I think you got him. Cool. Another one goes for Marcia. Gets guarded, cancelled, or whatever instantly. Does nothing. Cats are coming. Oh, the mage didn't move. Suspicious that this mage didn't move towards us. I wonder why. Also, this guy didn't move. So, the game actually does give you some hints as to the tricks and traps, given the AI for some units not moving. Now, should I just show it off? There's a couple ways to rig it. Marcia can cheat, of course. However, so can Jill. Do I cheat this one? What do you guys think? I'm trying to decide if I can get this blizzard on this turn. It's a bit of a trap. I think we can, but it's basically Jill only, or Marcia only. And I think that's fine. I think I'm still willing to do it. Let's show off what happens. This is a fine showcase one. Unfortunately, I think you lose your turn. So yeah, you fall in a hole. You are stunned for 1 turn. Paralyzed. It sucks. You can avoid them, or the real trick is it doesn't apply to flyers, so if you park a flyer over it, other people can move through the tile without triggering the trap. That's what I was thinking. But I also figured I would show you the fun off a little bit there. Anyway, that is the bad outcome, so to speak. Okay. Yeah, there's one here and one here. Those are the openers. So, if I did this carefully, I could block this tile and have my southern route walk over. And that was, I think, the plan, and it is what I'm going to do. However, it means I need to kill that... what do we call it? The Blizzard Mage, because I don't want them to waste my uses on Jill, right? Let's go get that immediately. So we're gonna need Marcia. Am I worried about anything in here? Not really. I don't think we need to be too worried about any of that. Jill has no guard, but 21 defense. Marcia's good. I mean, it's racing we need to be careful about. Oh, right. That was the other reason. Because this is covered, Astrid can just zoom right in here. Normally, she could not take this route. But we cheating. We cheating, guys. Yeah. No archer. Also, no animations. Okay. There we go. Now racing is safe. See, I had an idea. Turn these on. Get Kieran across as well. Next turn we'll be getting Ilyana. And Volk through. Probably Ike. Yeah, but basically, the game routes you through a very specific path if you're not cheating. Oh, right, I gotta kill these guys. Okay, we're gonna dance from 1 below Ike. So we shall kill via whatever means we feel like. Doesn't really matter. I suppose saving the javelins and silver lances and stuff is fine. Almost forgot I had to kill people out here. Another option would be to use one of those Lagoo stones on Rayson from the beginning. He could have done a Lagoo stone turn 1 and then be dancing for people right now. I guess we've got 2 Lagoo stones, so as we get closer to the end of the game, might consider using them if something comes up. Anyway, this tile is also a trap. So although you'd be like, haha, I got you, Meteor Mage, unless you're using a flyer, you're not going to stand here and attack. You're going to stand here and fall. So, the classic pitfall. And yes, this is a bridge with pitfalls that don't drop under the bridge. I guess that would be too mean, but it is kind of funny. I always thought, given where this trap is, shouldn't that just drop you through the bridge rather than a little bit in it just get stuck in the bridge? Weird. Soren, I guess you're gonna have to kill this guy. Oops. Mist could, but her sword is too valuable. Let's not waste it. The flopping over animation after getting just devastated by magic. Hey, wind rank B. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, I think I will keep Mist out of range. Actually, we only just barely kept Rayson out of range. I think I was originally planning not to have Oscar show off the trap and just, you know, block one of these routes, but I actually don't think the AI trigger the traps either. It's just usually the ones standing still are standing still behind a trap. You know, the ones that don't move have a reason not to move, or something. Alright, but you don't lose your character for very long. He's back. Sure, go for Boyd. Not Boyd, Rolf. Boyd's bro. Bro Boyd. Going for Astrid, hey? You think you can take out my Astrid? I get a bunch of you can attack her, but... yeah. Don't think that's gonna work out for you so well. Going for Marcia? Sure, sure, sure. No. Denied. 0 damage, 0 poison. Okay, Javelin. Gotta watch out for that one. That's more damage than I was expecting, actually. That would kill Rayson, then. At least, maybe. How dare I miss a 72%? 72! We missed 2 72s. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. The cat. Weird. Oh, wasting my physics again. That's my physic. I need it. Alright, reinforcements. So those start to appear as you cross boundaries. The next boundary is stepping on these tiles, I think. Basically anything below or left of the sandbag here. And this is the one that's gonna... No, this is fine. This is just the next wave of reinforcements. It's this tile moving from here to left that triggers the allied reinforcements that you might want to be a little bit careful about if you don't want to lose a bunch of XP. Anyway, we've got a bunch of dudes behind us. Silver blades are nice. Too bad we can't steal them. Yeah. I mean, that'd be awesome if we could steal those, but... Okay, let's see. How do we handle this? I need Jill to stay here until anyone who's walking through walks through. So let's start with Ike. Or maybe even Volk. Is there anyone here we're stealing from? So I might want to steal the Physic if... I mean, ideally we need this guy to die. How did he do... Was that... He did 23 damage to Jill. She's got 21 defense. That means the damage roll was 44? How did he... And I know the weapon might is doubled. Was it a crit? It might have been a ballista crit that hit her. Because I don't think his damage should have been enough. Like 44, even doubling the weapon might on this one would be 18 plus 11. That's only 29 damage. That's not even close. Unless the ballista is like, what, 44... 32. It'd have to be like 16 or 17 might, and then doubled. Something around there, give or take, for some quick math. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe that's just how good they are. Alright, let's see here. There should be another trap here, you know, right in front of this guy. There is not a trap this tile, though. So Volk, in theory... If we danced him, could get this one. But there's also a trap right here, of course. So the trick is killing this soldier safely. And that's kind of on Marcia again, I think. She's kind of our forward scout. I mean, I'm okay with that, right? We can go all the way up to here. Maybe even all the way up to here if we don't want to worry about bow counter. Is she in any real danger? There's certainly a lot of enemies over here, but she's pretty good against magic. That guy hits pretty hard. I think she can do this on her own. Alright. Famous last words. Let's put a save down. $22 doubled easily. Okay. Maybe I could have used my my forged javelin from range 2 to one shot, but then we would have been wasting it on counterattacks, which might be a little frustrating. I know, we're getting way too many killer weapons and other bows and stuff that we may never use, but look, I like collecting stuff. Okay, we got 5 enemies here. I was trying to think of a way of getting Volk a kill and then also to here. So it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can't... He might be able to kill this guy. If he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, dance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, steal. And then someone else can try to silence this guy, maybe? Because we need to steal the Physic, and the goal is to steal the tornado. If he doesn't unequip the tornado, then we just kill him. Okay, so that's his plan. Oscar's back. He could go trip another trap. We might need him to kill some of these guys. There's a lot of dudes here. We do have Mist. We have reinforcements coming, but we're going to ignore them for a bit. Soren's kind of just at the back here. I don't want him to be left alone back there. So I know he just got wind rank. Do I try to get C rank? If I can get him to C rank fire, that opens up more meteor strats if we ever need them. But it would be nice to get A rank of wind as well, but for now, I mean, the tiger is weak to, the cat is weak to fire. Sorry kitties. And And I don't really have a dedicated fire mage, so... And that's 4 weapon XP. That's significant progress, actually. Alright, Cat done. Rolf, even with his longbow that I gave him, can't hit anybody? That's frustrating. Well, if I moved Ike, technically he could. He could hit that guy. That might be worth it, just to get something. Ike, maybe... kills this guy. And then the spot's open for Rolf to kill this guy. And we're trying to get this guy with Volk. We should have more than enough attacks here, though. I think we're okay. I'm not really trying to prioritize anyone in specific. Just, you know, efficiently win. I mean, I did just do a map that spent hundreds of turns grinding against the boss. So I'm trying to balance my slow play with my efficient play a little. $18 times 2, easy. Likely to crit. Well, I say likely, but 24 is quite high, just for record. Remember in the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems where your sniper-style Swordmaster and Berserker, they got a 30% crit bonus from their class, and then another 30 from the weapon, and then possibly even more from supports? Yeah, those were fun. I remember. Ilyana still trying to get B rank lightning. I think she moves up. Blast that knight. Yeah. She hasn't had the best stats. I gotta say, compared to Soren, some of her level ups are lagging a little bit. But there's still some time. Lots of time, really. Okay. Doing the murder. Alright, so then Volk, like I said, he had a dedicated kill. He's definitely proving to be one of the harder units to get to max level. I think then Oscar... We do have a backup Astrid kill here. Well, not from... Yeah, she can do it from there. Kieran... So because we've moved up to here, we're going to get the next wave of reinforcements. But not the allied reinforcements, I believe. Although we are going to draw a lot of enemies over to Marcia. Maybe I should have given her a little bit of healing first. There's no more... Well... Make sure we know the range on this next ballista, set of ballistas. Let's not be too overconfident. Okay. And there's no more meteors or anything. We got the one siege tome. So, okay. Just don't forget simple things like that. And then when you do forget, cheat. Alright, Volk, I'm sending you in. Okay, this should all be safe tiles to walk through. We are at the very least stealing this physics staff. And... although we can't do it this turn, if I silence him, he can't attack us. He might run away. 20 magic damage. That's 15 plus... There's no way that's going to hit, right? That's 10 less a hit. That's 86 hit rate. He's... That's like a 17% chance to hit. Maybe weapon triangle disadvantage as well. I don't think we need to worry about... Like, maybe we just leave this guy alive. I don't want him to run away. I think if I silence him, there's a non-zero chance that he runs. Yeah. I feel like that's not too uncommon. But we do need to kill this cat. So... Jill... Oh, maybe we can get Jill healed. Well, okay, hold on. Yeah, we can do that. This means Rolf has to go the north route, unless we block this again, but... just be careful here. 6 damage. That's 14, not a kill. 20, not a kill. Dang. That's 19. Okay, well. Fine. She's setting up someone else a kill. Is she? She's actually a higher level than everybody else. It's funny. Or, sorry, lower level. You know what I mean? Look, commentating is hard, guys. Sometimes the words just don't come out right. I will get Jill at level up. She's going to have a somewhat risky, well, not risky, but somewhat dangerous maneuver coming up shortly. She move in Kieran. The tile she needs to end in is 1 tile north of the ballista bolt. Let's just go for the easy kill here. I suppose this is also partially why I don't end up using my spellcaster sages for attacking very often. Because they're always taking more counters back if I'm not careful. And they might as well just get more experience from healing, like, heal staff use anyway. Like, it kind of dilutes the XP a little bit to have your sages that could be leveling off of healing. Like, healing 1 HP over and over and over again for 10, 12, 15 XP, something like that. Every time they kill something, it's like someone else could have got that kill, and you could have just leveled up via healing. There's a little bit of that cost. I don't know. Didn't we just get an axe rank? Yeah, we made it to C rank axes. Good for you. Should really try to get her some bow rank, though. There we go. Good girl. Is it safe up here? Yeah, should be safe. Oscar, you know what? Just for funsies, I want to make sure he doesn't have a ranged weapon equipped, so he doesn't accidentally cause me any trouble here. There's the other trap. So we skipped this one and this one, but yeah, there's lots of traps. It is possible that we can use these ballista ourselves. Maybe I can figure out how they work. I basically never have a sniper. Like, the chances of me bringing Rolf this late in the game is negligible. So, yeah, we don't get to see this very often. Same thing with Boyd. He should be able to man them too, maybe. Well, we'll keep him nearby. We'll see if I have a reason to it. Alright. Come on, map. This is Tornado. 28%. Garbage. Truly. Still hits anyway, of course. But I want to steal that. Sort of running away, but not too much. I mean, realistically, if she didn't have the full guard on, that would have done something. No, her resistance is really good. It would have, I don't know, what's the might on it? Like 6 or 7? Yeah, that's probably the part of the problem too. Even if you use tomes that are effective, an awful lot of them... Yeah, it must have been a crit that hit Jill, because that no damage means their base damage isn't that high. Yeah, what am I trying to say? The base might on the tombs is quite low for the most part. So... we are poisoned. So, you know, even doubling it on effectiveness, which they all have an effective Laguz type, it's still not, you know, a huge bonus. I mean, it's a bonus, but it's no hammer. Alright, he's back. He's black. He's ready to attack. He doesn't play knack. Now then, let's see how things look. Alright, he didn't even move, he just landed back there. Alright, so this is always the slightly tricky one. You do need Jill to talk to him, or he will fight you. He will do his job eventually. Can't go this route, probably. For interest's sake, can we ballista? No. You should be able to use the ballista, right? Maybe it's like archer only. Certainly don't see any way for Boyd to use it. All right, let's worry about this side never. No, let's deal with this side now. The good news is by having opened the hole, it does block them up a little bit. Alright, Rolf, just get in. Soren, is there anyone that needs healing or anything? Yes. Okay, we'll get that dealt with. The rear guard is going to have to fight these guys. Just the nature of it. Alright, so we might lure, like, this guy. Silver Blade. This is a pretty strong paladin. 28 damage. That's not nothing. See if we can set up a counter there. Boyd. Axe is not great. Ike? Yeah. Ike good. Ike fight. Let's, I have a silver sword of my own, but I don't think we'll need to use it here. Even if we don't get the kill. I mean, he might just get the skill activation anyway. Okay, so Mist's job. Let's do this right now before I forget. Quick save. Let's find out if... do I need to move this far? Am I putting her in danger? Let's not put her too close. Silence. Silence! 91% of the time, it works every time. Nice. So she's got a very high magic stat. That certainly helps. And he is not unequipped. However, he cannot use it. I wonder... I mean, this is largely for science, so I'm not going to undo that one, I don't think. But maybe if we leave him alive, he can unequip it. It may be that this is never going to work, but I've been trying to think of a way of stealing like siege tomes from people, and that was one of my ideas. It might not work though. Now, I don't want to move onto this vertical line this turn if I can help it. In terms of traps, there is one here. Alright, Kieran, I think we send this way. I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to be able to get to here this turn. That is to say, unless some flyer were to park here and dance somebody. It's possible. Okay, first up, Kieran. You can stay here. I just don't want you any further. Not yet. 21, 21. Easy. Right? How's his weapon XP? A rank axes is fine. I don't even know if there is an S rank axe achievable in this game. We have an S rank sword, but I don't even think we've seen an A rank axe. Then again, if all you care about is that transfer weapon rank, you know. Alright, done. Are you gonna move? Oh, that could hurt. Am I in danger? 35 base damage against a horse unit. Definitely not doubling. I mean, 35 hurts, but that's nowhere near a one-shot. Alright, a little bit spooky. Alright, we might take a little bit of damage there if I'm not careful. Maybe I should have cantoed back. Okay. I need to kill this person. So here, I'm gonna double check that I can't steal. Not too surprised. And then I'm gonna move all the way to here in a weird spot so that Rayson can dance from the we're cheating again. It's another pitfall. But that lets my other units take shortcuts, basically. And we have to block this guy off from reaching Rayson. Okay, Oscar, you're the furthest back. You can make it to here. Good. 22, 22's no missing. Always love those 100%. And you did. I think you stay there. I don't want to stand on this line just yet, so Marcia, I think I'm going to put Marcia here so that when Volk, well, we can do Volk first. Just checking the tile to the left of the mage to see who can reach there. And the answer is, other than the ballista, nobody. Okay, so that should be safe. Physics staff, great anyway. So even if that's all we get for Volk, 2 physics are still very valuable. Marcia will javelin. That's not a kill. That's no kill. Astrid can finish off then. I still want Marcia to attack and then Kanto to make sure. I don't want this tornado mage to you know, fly over to somehow and make it to Rayson or something if I messed up. Well, he doesn't fly, but you know what I mean. Okay, he's locked in. That means he'll probably just move up and tornado Volk. But Volk should be safe reasonably. We'll find out. Astrid. I was hoping to switch Kieran's weapon to an axe or something, so we'd give him a bit better dodge, but looks like we are where we are. Not much else I can do. I'll just use the hand axe here. This is fine. That said, I can predict which enemies will move if I think about the pitfalls a little bit more. Now that I know where they are in advance, of course. So, this guy actually... You can't go through these tiles at all. They're both pitfalls. And... Or wait, where is it? Sorry, it's right here. Yeah, these two. So there's not really a direct path here. You'd have to technically go around this little loop-de-loop. And it's the same thing here, because these 3 are traps. Or, no, these 3 are traps. Which means... You know, this guy can't really move up like that. I mean, maybe he could. I don't know. I'm going to stay here just in case. Okay, we got Ike luring a Silver Blade dude. We want Jill nearby for recruitment drive and fighting. Maybe we'll keep Ilyana back here as well. Because Mist might be needed to do some more silencing if it is successful. And Boyd can help hold the choke point, I guess, if we need to. Of course, the flyers just fly over, but this should work. Okay. Something like this. Alright, went for Oscar. Sure. Honestly, better than Volk, because Oscar's tankier in general. If the other mage does not unequip the tornado, then... Wait, is he cheating? No, he's allowed to do that. Okay, we got a little lucky. That was a 50% hit. Kieran must be on bad biorhythm. Oh, right. This one's a special catapult. I forgot about that. It's not a direct attack. It's an AoE. Still. Most of my units up front are not going to take any damage. We just got to keep racing out of range. That's the main thing. Alright. This is the scary hit. But it could be worse. Of course we get hit by the 49. But on the other hand, we counter kill, so... I did say to watch out for that and then forgot, so that's on me. These tigers better not... yeah... It's a little bit dangerous. Thank you for dodging one of the attacks, you know? Also, we don't kill, which is great. That means no more tigers can continue to beat up on him. Suffering from success, as the kids call it. Or maybe not the kids, the veterans. I don't know. Somebody. Ike. This should be fine. The enemy has a 0% hit on him? Dang. How does Ike have so much avoid? Is Oscar's not even nearby. Soren's nearby, right? That's just the earth support? That's just a double earth, I think. Assuming Soren's nearby, otherwise I can't explain it. Yeah, Soren's within 3. I did it on purpose, I promise. I totally knew it would work like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 tiles. That gives him... It's only 15. I mean, it's not bad, but that's only 15 avoid. That puts him at 95, though. I guess his stats are just insane. That's a lot. I was not expecting him to give 0... what am I trying to say? 0 hit rate on that paladin. Because the paladin has, like, decent stats. Alright. Hardy har. I think we're actually in a really good spot here, because these guys will have to fight their way through Ike and Boyd if they want, which is not going to be easy. And we're not in range of Har or his wyverns. I don't know if Har will attack Jill, but I can just move her back a couple tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if she stands here, she's fine. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Well, we could be safer by going just to here only, just in case. Sure, just in case I counted bad. I mean, Kanto flyers and stuff are just so powerful for the ability to hit and run like this. It's a very, very strong ability. Maybe the single strongest ability in Fire Emblem, like no joke. The AI can't really abuse it much, but when you have it, yeah, it's strong. Okay, no one got hit back here. Soren doesn't have any healing to do. But I suppose keeping him within range makes a lot of sense for that extra void. Boyd doesn't get any supports. They might go for him if they can reach him, but only the cavalry can. Yeah, that's not that many hits coming in, I don't think. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Let's find out the big question. Still equipped? Alright. I feel like that has pretty much concluded the stealing magic training arc. The Silent Staff, it's very good, but it does not help you steal equipped weapons. I think I read that on some old guide long, long ago. Someone thought that would work, and I think that pretty much proves that no. Now, maybe we should try Silence, or not Silence, maybe we should try Sleep, because you never know. And like if you're playing Thracia, putting enemies to sleep just means you can catch them for free too. And then you just steal all their weapons immediately, of course. So you just capture everything. Maybe that's where the misinformation comes from. Also, we do get the big dance off. So I don't know if I want to trigger the enemy reinforcements yet. We're almost there. The allied reinforcements, that is to say. We have 12 turns, so we're still way ahead of schedule, I think. I think we just let the backline fight it out a little bit and get ready to push left, because these ballista aren't doing any real damage, but I do need to, highlight them so I don't get racing killed. But as long as we stay, kind of back here, if we can kill most of these enemies, that's cool. I mean, it is pretty cool. Because these guys are going to come towards us next turn, and none of this is super scary, I don't think. Okay, so again, I'm being a little silly working, I'm very specifically doing a strat that delays the enemy reinforcement, or the allied reinforcements, just so that we can kill everything more efficiently. I think we switch. I wonder if it's like end your turn here or not. Like, I wonder if you cross it once, if that counts. Maybe we science that as well while we're sciencing things up, right? Is there anything else to steal, or am I mean, I could steal that. Steel sword, no. Don't care. Could steal the men's staff, maybe. Doesn't really matter. I think we're done stealing. Except the elixir, but that's it. So let's see if Volk can kill this mage. I mean, yeah. Can he do it without getting hit, though? He's just getting more XP for Soren. Or Ilyana, or whoever. Alright, thank you, thank you. Oh, right, I should have, I should have maybe killed here and then done a big dance. Yeah, that would have been smart. 15-15. 20-20. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this, and then Kanto, because we're gonna still do a nice dance. As best. Oh, come on. 87% with 2 RNs? That's 95% or something? Come on, punk. Best hand axe. Yeah, we'll be doing a dance from here. I suppose, yeah, that would have been better if Volk had killed from here, but oh well. That's not enough damage. Ah! What's happening? What's happening to me? No one does enough damage suddenly. Sure, this guy's silenced. He doesn't get a vote. Do we want any weapon ranks in specific? Probably bow, if anything. Did I set up a dance that I can't hit 4 people in? So glad we got the 2 HP steal, not the big heal. Good job, Oscar. Getting soul at the wrong time. Yeah. So technically, although this tile is safe from archery, because Rayson is already here, we're never going to get a 4 dance, which is, well, you know. Clearly, I'm not getting this all quite perfect, but it's 19-19, easy. And this might literally trigger the reinforcements anyway. If it does, I'm not going to bother reloading. We're doing a lot of science, I think. That's how I'll argue. We're testing things out, getting some information, getting some levels. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of stats left, so HP magic's pretty good. She can still get some skill and defense. That would be nice to max those, but yeah, pretty much everything else is good. I gave her the soldier band. I think that's supposed to be HP defense growth, because she could definitely use some HP, and defense is a little low. 14-14, not even close. Well, I mean, we could Kanto back from here if this works. That's 18-18. That's a kill if we hit. Not the best. Do you want to spontaneously combust? I mean, that's almost a one-shot. That's crazy. Or just cheer. A cup of good cheer. Or do we just trust, you know? I think I want this one to die. Let's use our super lance. First time using a forged silver. Look how pretty it is. Yes, I gave the pink Pegasus Knight a pink spear. You can't stop me. It's already done. Alright. A little bit of a waste, in a sense. But a very fun weapon anyway. Alright, that deals with that. Now we do our dance. No, first we... You know, the funniest thing is I keep forgetting Rayson can Kanto. So he could have danced in dangerous enemy territory. Like in range of a javelin or something. Or a crossbow or something. Crossbow, what are these called? Ballista. That's what's... and then like danced over here and moved back or something. It's no big deal. But... Oh well. Alright, so now we want to kill these 3 if possible. Who's got the best hand axe kill? Maybe Astrid? That should be easy. Yeah. And she needs the bow rank anyway. Oh, I was going to check biorhythm, I think, on... Was it Kieran? Because it seems like his hit rate's been really shaky. I'm not, like, accidentally using Gamble, right? I would never. I don't think I've used it once. It's really a deletable skill. Maybe not as bad as Boyd's, but very deletable. Kieran... Yeah, he's definitely in negative biorhythm, but... You know, if Oscar and Marcia were closer... Get better bonuses. She's a bit far for attacking here. Anyway, these are both nearly dead. Maybe redemption arc. Here, forged weapon to do 1 damage. Good XP on those cats, though. Tasty. Alright, and this should wrap it up nicely with a little bow. You know, 1 in a million chance we fail somehow, but basically 0% to miss. If you missed a 98 and 2RN, you can write a letter to Nintendo Power to complain. Alright, so I think, unless some more reinforcements come and try to kill my bird, but they can't. They can't move through these tiles. I think we are done the moving units, maybe? This guy might try to move, I don't know, we'll see. On the right side, I have this already rigged, as much as it's going to get rigged. Do I send Ilyana left? I think we send Ilyana right now. And to be fair, if I had moved Racing and Dance somewhere else, I may have accidentally had someone stand on the pitfall trap. So, yeah. Let's not pretend I wouldn't have just done that instead. All right, Rolf, you're moving forward as well, because there's just not enough enemies back here to delay the whole army. Also, C's might mean Ike specifically. So next turn, I want Ike to start moving, and we'll dance him, hopefully. Yeah, leaving Ike back might not be the right play, but... Okay, there's nobody that needs any healing, so I was just checking. Alright, shooting at Kieran, that's fine. He did have a 21% crit chance, I think, according to the little overlay. Seems like the Ballista do have a pretty good crit rate. So, yeah, putting Jill up there was a little spicy. Nice try. You want to kill some Lagoos with that? Look at my magic sword. I mean, it's just a steel sword, but it looks... The artwork for Ike, like, he is the main dude, of course, but his promotion sprite and weapons and stuff, I think they look really nice. And he's got a really nice flashy crit, throwing the sword in the air. It's the old mercenary, I'm pretty sure, like the old school Game Boy Advance mercenary that loved throwing their sword in the air like that, or their shield once they were promoted, I guess. Yeah, it was good times. Definitely effective in the real world if you wanna fight some axe guys. Always throw your sword up in a super spin like that. You definitely won't lose it or cut your arm off or anything. Yeah, all right. This reinforcement group kind of just chumped. Hey, you know what? I believe on our science test we have now 100% confirmed that the reinforcement lines only trigger if you end your turn on the left of them. So cavalry can kill things and retreat. Because the line is right here. And nothing happened. Cool. Now, I think if we talk to Har, his friend soldiers might defect or just run away. They don't join us. So maybe you want to kill them first if you want to, farm it all up. Maybe. If that's what you want. Farming. They are level 20. I feel like Boyd is not going to get much more done with this map. I'll never let you live. That's what you get for following Har into battle. Nice try. 5%. Not on my watch. Well, okay, 4 XP, never mind, I give up. Useless. that's not even worth thinking about. Alright, Har. That's enough out of you. Captain? Oh, greetings, Jill. You're still alive, eh? Good to see. That's what I was going to say to you. You survived. I am also pleased. Well, General Shiharam left me in charge. I'm supposed to get our survivors and families to Benya. I can't die till it's done. Oh, I see. Then why are you defending Dane in Crimea? Believe it or not, I'm a vindictive man. Revenge for the general is something I couldn't let go. But I'm the one who killed him. Don't get the wrong idea. You're not the enemy I'm seeking, even though you laid the final blow. Huh? But the ones responsible for General Shiharam's death are the Danes. Oh. How enlightened of you. I pretended to return to the fold so I could get close to General Petrine. I'm just waiting for my chance. But I think they may be on to me. My unit's just a bunch of tough guys who serve as Petrine's watch jobs. Plus, I've been ordered to charge the Crimeans head on. It's Dane's way of killing two birds with one stone. Don't do it! You just come fight by us. If you want to kill some Danes, we will kill them. Jill, I don't really trust Crimea any more than Danes, so I'm kind of sick of serving countries. Do you have any kind of, like, neutral mercenary leader I could follow? My captain. I can't go abandoning the daughter of the man I owe so much. Fine. Turncoat Har switches sides again. Really? Thanks, Captain. Yeah, it was really hard. Also, you got it backwards. Pardon? I'm a new recruit. I'm under your orders. Thanks, Captain. Wait, what? No! More responsibility and he gets to sleep. Never seek promotion. Alright, so it turns out those guys don't run away or join you suddenly. 13 is not even... How is she not killing anything? I didn't give her any good weapons. Is that the problem? 2020. Okay, that'll do. Did I forget to do something with Jill? I thought she was really good. And she is really good, but I keep getting setups where she can't kill, which is weird. I think she honestly has more strength than half my army, but it just never quite adds up. So it's weapon value, maybe. Alright, we're getting out of here. We're done. Yeah, she got 24 strength. That's not low. I guess she just doesn't have a steel weapon. She got an Iron Lance. Iron Lance plus 5. An Iron Axe plus 5. Yeah. She doesn't have like a dedicated forged steel weapon. Yet. Her weapon ranks are a bit on the low end, actually. So she's not going to be using a silver one. Yet. Alright, we got to train her up. We got to train her up. One of these maps. Oh, Har, by the way, new unit. There's not, I mean, it's not super complicated. Har is really a good unit. Another flyer. Joins with better weapon ranks than Jill has at the moment. Guard is definitely an okay skill. I'd say on its own it's not crazy, but we've seen it activate for Marcia a few times. It feels nice when it works. So it's better than some by a fair margin. I'd say it's in the upper 50% at least. You know, given a lot of skills are kind of completely trash, it must be... Heck, maybe it's even top 5. I don't know. It's not that bad. What else has he got? Really good defense. Strength skill. I think speed's a little bit low for doubling. But he doubles anyway. And let's look at his growth rates. Where's my Har? Almost at the end. I mean, there's still a few more units. Path of Radiance growth. Alright, so he is a pre-promote, level 11 Wyvern Lord, 65 HP, 60 strength, 5 magic, 60 skill, 35 speed, 15 luck, 45 defense, pretty high actually, and 30 res, or 15 res, sorry. So yeah, speed is his worst by a significant margin. His strength and skill are solid. His defense is pretty good too, honestly, the growth rate. I forget what the caps are on Har, but I think if you get him to 20, pretty good odds of hitting strength cap, maybe defense, skill maybe, and then speed not very likely. So, you know, you could try to do some transfers. He's already basically... Is there any contention for him being the best unit in Radiant Dawn? And you don't need to train him, like... You don't need to transfer anything over for him to be one of the best, if not best units. So... Train him up if you want, but you don't need to. It's kind of one of those, I guess, right? Anyway, we got him. He's here. I think I did vote Ike needed to start moving this turn. Soren, are you going to be okay back here, maybe? Nah, let's make sure he's safe. Yeah, let's get rid of the flyers. They're barely worth the XP. I mean, it would be better to kill them with Soren for weapon XP. Oh. By the way, that wasn't a kill. Just by the way. Okay, change of plan. Ike kills one. Har rescues him, and someone else drops him. New plan. So yeah, that's the thing with flyers, right? Even if their stats were on the lower side of things, being able to fly, of course, high mobility, high movement, plus flying over obstacles, plus Canto, plus rescues and drops, it's just such a stacked feature set. Like, they honestly might get too many things just naturally here. I mean, I could Canto... I mean, I could dance if I want. It doesn't matter that much. Soren, kill. But yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know. I love it when we get strong paladins and cavaliers and stuff. But they do kind of outshine any foot unit. So I feel like if I was trying to rebalance it, I would really want to make sure the paladins overall were somehow had a negative to their great base actions. You know, maybe foot units just are better fighters or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Cavalry is pretty strong, you know, in real life. Okay, do we attack this turn? No. Let's do a setup phase. And we can get, at the very least, Jill, Har, and Ike ready. And anyone that's healed, anyone needs a bit of healing, healed up. We can even block this tile up. Okay, so, let me look at my map here. Hold on. Okay, so, trap tiles to beware of. 1, 2, 3. So we want, like, these two tiles to rush over to the left. And these two tiles. Once again, Pegasus could cheat through some of that. So, like, maybe we kill... She got 9 movement. You could go all the way to here and then 1. Or all the way to here and then 2. Oh, 3 more. Like, she could block the drop down again. As long as there's enough people to make sure the archers and stuff are dead. And we have our super dance bird next turn as well. So we got a lot of pretty good tricks. There's also a trap tile right here. So we're not going through the middle without some other tricks. Like, there's just a lot of that. In terms of healing, I was planning on having Volk maybe steal the mend. I don't think so. It's realistically just going to be the elixir, I think. Okay. Over prepare. We can heal Astrid and Volk and Marcia. Okay. Okay, Marcia is gonna start here. Ilyana will heal. Nice. D rank staves. Kieran is going to be our charge on the top. Volk. I don't really know what I'm doing with Volk, to be honest. He's just going to come along for the ride. Astrid. I don't think enemies are going to attack us this turn, but you know, we can switch over just in case. We should always remember not to get our bird killed via ranged attacks. Mist also fairly low defense, so she can heal. I wouldn't be surprised if the archers, the javelins, ballista. Sheesh, what is wrong with me? Aim for Volk. Now, if I move, so last time Jill was in range, she did take a nasty hit. Maybe we try to do a little better. That means Har would be in some danger as well. Let's drop Ike down here. Har can be there. And maybe Jill also prepares to move forward. Okay, let's see how this looks. Shoot an Astrid, silly. Not sure why you would do that. Like I said, I'm sure Volk is weaker. Yeah, enemy AI for attacking doesn't always make much sense. Okay, so I did this specifically just so that we could set up, you know, a good rush. You don't need to be this careful, but we have lots of time, and if you know where the triggers are, we're going to trigger allied reinforcements, and here we're going to trigger enemy reinforcements, and they will kind of keep each other occupied for a minute, but I want to make sure I kill most of this stuff, you know? So, that said, Ike's probably not going to be able to do too much. We've got an easy kill here. Probably a kill here. Well, we have to be careful, because this tile is a trap tile. So you have to do it like that. There's a lot of traps here if you're not paying very good careful. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna send Oscar. Yeah. We got to make sure these guys get outed from life. One down. Full power to engines. Alright, Kieran, now we cannot do that here. We need to do like this route, which stops us here if we want to move up. Now, like I said, in theory, there are flyers that could park here and do some cheating. And I do love me some cheating. 18, unless we get a crit. It's not going to be a kill, but this is about as good as we're going to get with Jill anyway. I'm not setting up a very good dance, I will admit that. I think I wasn't super confident that Rayson will be able to move up safe. But maybe some of my slower units, we think about that. Maybe. The thing is, 1, 2, 3, these 3 tiles are also traps. So, you know, we gotta go around to get a good dance. Which maybe we can... I don't even know. Could we do like a 1, 2, 3, 4 dance? It's not great. But it might be close enough. I'll have to count it out. For now, let's send Kieran across. It should be fine. Do we... We definitely need to kill the archer and the poleaxe guy. I'd say those are the priorities right this turn. Enthusiastically? Sure. It's a one-shot, and... It's... I don't know if this will dissuade enemies from attacking him. Maybe I should have gone with a weaker weapon anyway, but... Got a level. Come on, Kieran. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. Strength, speed, defense, HP. Not even cheating, just good level. Alright. That puts him at 20 defense. That does help. Alright. Yeah, the only way Ilyana is going to help at all is if we move her this specific tile and plan a dance from something like here. No, because this tile is a trap as well. Well, I mean, we can get 3 dances, but we're not going to get too much more. There's also this trap tile. So many traps. I mean, we can get Ike to here. He could get danced. Would that help? Not really. Well, from here he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not bad, I guess. Because he has to seize anyway. Okay. Volk. I don't know if he's going to help at all. I think we just send Astrid. I feel like I'm not going to be able to kill this archer this turn. What if I dance from here? Then Ilyana is 1, 2, or not Ilyana, it's Astrid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, okay. Putting a lot of faith that we... well, we're going to pull... Raisin's definitely going to cancel to the right. No doubt about that. Putting a lot of faith that we kill all the bird threats this turn. I think there's a pretty good chance. But let's keep them out of the way just in case. No more traps once you're past there. Sincerely yours. Oh, wow. Sure, some melee units might attack her, but this is looking pretty good. This is looking looking like I got it all figured out almost. All right. So then Ike carefully. Yeah, I'm checking my map real close. Easy. So there's still a Steel Lance Paladin. Is there any other, like, real threats left? Tiger? I think it's a Tiger and this guy. We're... Oh, and we can kill one of them. Okay, so Ilyana doesn't move this way, but moves this way. Oh yeah, that's not anywhere near enough. Well, I guess I'm not too surprised. Still, that's good thunder training, you know? As long... I mean, we could get crits, too. As long as I have El Thunders to spare, I should probably do this more regularly. Alright, no crits today. So that guy lives, for now. Probably goes after Astrid or Oscar, maybe. Volk. I mean, we can't even get anywhere near that. It's, the furthest left he's going to be able to go is this way. Yeah, so one tile behind Ilyana. Just carefully dodging all the things. You could rescue. I thought you could push. I think if you push someone into a pit, it still triggers it. I can't remember. But I sort of think you can push enemies into pits. I should science that out one day as well, actually. Don't walk that way or you'll fall in a pit. Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't going to make it back in time for dinner, but... Start moving anyway. Alright, Marsha. What's more threatening, you think? A bishop that can do 15 magic damage? It's not that. A tiger with 29, or a steel bow at 25. That could go for Jill. That would be 34 to Jill. That's probably the most damage on the table. Let's go for that. I think this is fine. Perfect. Don't even need to use my awesome weapon. I mean, perfect. Don't even have to waste weapon uses. She saw that bow and took it personal. Okie doke. As long as the boss doesn't move. Questions. Those two are out of range. That just leaves a tiger and a weak mage. Nothing too much to worry about. Healing. Nobody is in threat yet. Okay, Mist, you're just gonna take this low path. Start a moving. I mean, I could silence this wizard. I could try, but... I'm not gonna waste a physic on 2 healing. That's too much even for me. Har... If anything, I should have used him to probably block like one of these tiles here. so that people could walk across it. I might use them to open this tile up next turn. We'll see how I feel. Tiger, sure. Right, because she's got a bow. Makes some sense. Reinforcements have arrived! Is that the Crimean army? What ho? What ho? It is the army come again. I see the Crimean flag in the rear. But lo, who do I spy in the distance? Green hair, orange dress, and eyes bewitching fair. Elincia comes! Let us to her aid ride. The princess has returned! Count Bastian, return to the castle and inform Geoffrey at once. I will move ahead and inform the princess that her retainers are here to meet her. Lady Lucia, keep your wits about you. That we are excited is fair to say. But show the enemy no weaknesses, lest he does cut us down like autumn's wheat. Alright, Bastian, you're making it really hard to voice you. Yeah, good advice. You watch that you aren't waylaid on the way back. Even if Dane unleashes on myself the full force of their army's wrath, they are no match for clever Bastian. Oh, hee hee. I'll meet you at the castle gate anon. What now? Hey, green units. And red units. And R units. Alright, obviously it's not a big deal, but these green guys down here will start fighting soon. Is there anything we should care about? Not really. Very little to care about over there. In terms of max dance, we can make it just to Astrid. And Astrid could theoretically kill, like, one of them. Oscar probably has no way to be danced any further. Unless we have a way of shoving Rayson. Which is not looking too likely. I also would like for Volk to be able to steal from the boss soon. It doesn't have to happen right now. The turn limit is 12. So, as is kind of tradition for the second half of the game, I would say, generally speaking, unless you're somehow really underpowered, it's pretty easy to get bonus XP in the second half. You know, I feel like the game in the early chapters, max BXP can be quite tricky, but there is a point where it just becomes mostly trivial. Now, who really needs to kill Petrine? I think Jill might not like her very much. I know Har would like to kill her. Well, most of my army hates Petrine. Ideally, I'd like this Flame Lance, so we got to think about that. I think, how about Ileana just keeps chipping away here, maybe? She could crit. I would like to park Har in front of her so that we can walk through that square with Volk, especially. Crit, come on. Yeah. That's my girl. Battlefield high heels. Tactical high heels. She didn't fall in no pitfall traps. Alright. Har, your job is to open the path. And you know, it sort of makes sense for flyers to be like, I can see the pit. Just walk over top of it. It's fine. This gets me in position to steal from the boss right this turn. Although, keeping Volk alive might be difficult. That is the tile, right? Yes. Alright, well, we'll see if it happens. And was there any healing required? Maybe. Other than that, we're definitely good. We have one tile of Kanto. So we heal and move. I do like Mist as a healer. Not so much as a combat unit, but mounted healing. That's good stuff. Oscar and Astrid. I guess Oscar's a higher level. I think we'll probably get a level up after killing this guy, honestly. Maybe I could rig Oscar a good level. He doesn't have any maxed stats. You know? That's not a kid. That's not a 23. I mean, okay, we're gonna do it like this. Astrid goes first, not for the kill, hopefully, but for the weapon XP. And then Oscar goes for the kill. Yeah, these tigers are very tough. Just with the classic tiger weakness of no ranged weapons. I guess feral ones are always transformed as well. It's like they're forced into it or something. So there's not too often where you're fighting untransformed Lagoos. Other than that one desert map. I think. Alright, Mega Dance. Dance Dance Revolution. We can steal and rescue easily enough here. My elixir. Alright. And then Mist. I mean, you could fight her, but honestly, that's not bad. I mean, 45 hits pretty bad. I was gonna say 16 damage. It could be worse. Alright. I wonder if you silence. Flame Lance is magical. I don't know if you can silence that. It would be funny. Anyway, you just grab. This is fine. Is it fine? She can't Kanto. It'd be better for Oscar to do it. Or for Oscar to attack. I did all this work to get the XP down here, and I'm considering killing the boss this turn, you know, but thinking. This one's promoted, so it's worth even more XP. This one's mine. Astrid smells blood. Actually, there might be some dialogues if you talk certain units to the green units. Luck resistance, not great. And bow up, nice. That's pretty good. I guess she already has strength speed max, so anything's... Her level ups are never going to be quite as crazy as they used to be. I mean, Ike can also attack this turn. We have a lot of units in range. So I'm very confident we can kill. The trick is, like, can I kill without wasting all of her Flame Lances? Do we want the Flame Lance? Do I have a Lance Specialist with good magic stat? I don't even think I do. Like, that's why people like to give Mist the Sonic Sword. Very low strength, but very high magic and mounted, so it is a good combo for her. But do I have any people that are the same with lances? And the answer is probably no. Because I can't think of a magic... I mean, it still hits enemy resistance, which can be good, but... Do we just go kill one of these? Sure. I mean, I say it like it's easy, but that is just enough. I don't care that much. If they die, they die. We get a level either way. Speed resistance? Yeah. Yeah. As we get closer to 20 with more caps. Hey, it capped her speed, right? Yeah, it is just harder and harder to get great levels. Okay. Maybe we hold off fighting the boss for like one turn. None of these guys are in range of racing or anything stupid, right? Not even close. Okay. Why don't we do... 1 round of tomfoolery. I don't care who they attack. It doesn't matter too much. I'm also going to specifically trade out Astrid's bow with her hand axe so she can counter. And it's kind of the same thing on Oscar. Yeah, because they've got a mix of short spears and steel lances. So, there is a funny situation that could happen here, where all the enemy flyers get killed, and then the allied units go after Petrine. Which would be kind of funny. Funny in a sad way. Let's just jump down the pit. Yeah, Soren deserves to get pitted. Oh look, there's more pits. Cool. Now you know. I wasn't lying. There's pits all over the place. Just down there below us is another pit. Fun stuff. I don't know. I don't think you can... You might be allowed to restore staff them when they're in a pit, but it doesn't, like, do anything. Oh, I should have had Kieran change. Alright, go for Oscar. That's my XP. Does the computer know? Because normally you can't see the enemy stats on the enemy phase. Does the game, like, pre-roll that it's a hit? Like, 31% should be very... Well, Oscar, that's pretty weak. 31% should be pretty low value, right? Expected value is... if 4 damage hit with 34% would have, like, an expected damage average of 1, which should be incredibly valuable. Was that a soul? Yeah. Because the first attack didn't do much damage, but healed. And then the second one did big crit. Nice skill. But yeah, like... I don't know if the game calculates attacks based on expected value. I know it prioritizes kills and stuff if it can. And tries to avoid counterattacks. But, you know, a simple way is, like, just take hit rate times damage. And you get, like, an expected average damage value. And, like, 1 is very low. And that's the thing with low hit rate, you know. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to die? We must give our all to protect the princess. My fellow Caribbeans, now's the time. We stand. We fight. We maybe get in the way. Actually, no. Petrine is protected. Anyway, they're going to try to steal some kills. They probably will. I feel like we did a pretty good job, though. We got most of the XP. They might literally just kill the Petrine right now. I don't think they can, but they might. There are a few bow paladins. And those wyverns. No, don't move in the way. Oh no. If they're cantoing right in front of the boss, please don't. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. I'm not worried. You're worried. Alright, Ike, can you just destroy her with, like, a silver sword? 16... He does double. That's pretty cool. What's my strongest? Like, he's 26 strength, 24, 25. Enthusiasm is maybe my strongest attack here. 18, but no double, no double. I do have, like, that very strong forge. Oh, that's almost 1 round. Dang. That's pretty awesome. Maybe what would be the way to do this is Ike with all of his avoid support. Because if she misses, I don't think that consumes a use of it. Unfortunately, Soren's, you know, in a pit. And then there's another pit anyway. We might be able to rescue drop him nearby. if Ike dodges 1632, puts the boss at 11 HP, someone can probably one-shot her at that point, right? Marcia for sure. 12 damage. I can gamble on that. Okay, that's the plan. I mean, let me just see what the odds are now that Oscar's close. The boss has 19 hit. I don't think we need Soren to be there, but... Alright, you could go that way, but... This is technically closer. Actually, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure you can pick up someone in a pit. Let's find out. Okay. Seems to be working. Take drop should work from here. Bam, Soren, you're in position. Nice. So that means Ike will have 35 avoid. Insane. Plus his regular stats. Yeah, now we're talking. 4 hit rate. You can never waste your Flame Lance. It's all mine. Assuming it works. You're that knight that my father battled. If I'd known you were going to grow to be such a thorn in our side, I would have reduced you to ashes when I had the chance. Guess it's not too late, though. Die! I mean, there was a chance we got a crit, not a crit, well, an Aether activation, and that would have dealt with it, too. That did not consume a use. Like I thought. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Do you guys have anything? Can we steal from them? I don't think so. You know, for science, right? Wait. Ike? We didn't actually use the dance after all. I could... Is there anybody that needs healing? I feel like I've been doing a really bad job farming, like, staff XP on people. It's also like we never take damage. It seems like we're always fully healed, right? So, like, it is convenient to just get that staff chip XP every time you can. I would recommend it. However, you do need to take damage for that to apply. All right, let's just let Ike do this, I think enemy phase, she would attack one of the allied paladins, probably. Even though, yeah, he would definitely attack this guy. So we don't want to let her waste that. I don't think I need the silver sword this turn, though, right? 15's more than enough. You're only worth a steel sword. 89% of the time. Ike! You know what? Is this a level up? Let's rig it. Let's make sure he gets skill at the very least. I don't care about the rest right now. His stats are over the top. Let's make sure he gets at least 1 skill. Maybe 1 HP too. I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way. I could have killed you last time if we did that. Your Majesty, forgive me. I don't want to die. Oh no. Maybe she was full of bluster all along. Alright, Ike. Let's see this level. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have to rig nothing. That just is what it is. Free Flame Lance. Unused. Oh, right. Technically, someone else should have killed so he could seize. Fair. Interestingly enough, Dancing Soren didn't let me use him, if you're wondering. Maybe if we restored him and danced him, but that's a lot of extra work. There's no way they will stand in the objective, right? To soft lock us? Right? Let's make sure nothing stupid happens. We will stand there first. Just in case. Okay, they're just gonna go hover together anyway. They got a formation. Is there any... Yeah, we can get a little bit of healing XP. Might as well. I feel like I've been actually really bad at that this run. Just remembering my staffs to get a little bit extra like this. Hey, that's a good... I missed level 2. Dang. The reason that is good is 9 strength is exactly what she needs to have 0 weight from the Sonic Sword. So that's cool. And then, you know, resistance and luck, you know, they help. She could definitely use some speed, but 22 is not bad. Anyone else with any damage? Oscar. You're going to go jump in a pit. Bam. And then Ileana's going to heal you. Cool. Anybody else? Probably not. What about these guys? Nope. Nope. We're all full. Never mind. No one wants to get healed. You have more luck healing when you level up and gain HP than you do for taking damage. We're just too good. Okay. Sorry, Soren. I tried. You're still E-rank staff for now. And no more level ups. Oh well. We're just too good. What am I crying about? We're too strong. So yeah, you can see why training on that map would be a hassle. You technically could try to boss abuse. It's maybe possible, but I think it's very likely the green... You'd have to make sure they died, basically. If you let the 5 green cavaliers die to whatever, then you could focus on boss abuse, but it's just too much hassle. Princess Alincia, you're welcome home. It's so good to see you. Lucia! Lucia, is it really you? I am no spirit, see? Flesh and bone, through and through. Ah, Lucia, you've no idea how I've longed to see you. And I you. When my brother Joffrey told me you'd been lost, my world went dark. When I learned you were alive, I was so... Then, Joffrey is safe as well. Happy day! Are the others? How many Crimean retainers survived? Well, there's Count Bastion, the silver-tongued rascals, as loquacious as ever. Also, General Taggio, Marquis Catol's orphan. Name dump. Take out your notes, D&D players. Sealock and Marquis Mitnala are all with us. A whole bunch of people are alive. The soldiers we have contacted so far do not even number 100. But, if they know you've returned, retainers hiding throughout the land will surely come pouring in. Yet, my existence, it is not known to the general populace. There's no need to worry about it. Tales of your exploits in Dane already reached Crimea. In every village and every town, the people are talking. Finally. Our fair king had a hidden child. The secret princess is fighting for us. In addition, Dane soldiers have been frantically searching for a mysterious and elusive Princess Crimea. And all they've succeeded in doing is convincing everyone that, you know, you're the real princess. Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's fair. The more the enemy is like, where's a princess? The more they're like, what? I didn't think we had one. I guess we do? All of Crimea has been anxiously awaiting you. Yay! Oh, Lucia, do you speak truly? Yay! Everyone's happy. The end. Alright, Ranulf. Let's talk. Serious business mode. News of your actions in Dane reached the ears of King Gallia through Nasir. I then told Lucia, who passed it to the citizens. We've been doing some propaganda for you. You know, the thought that Nasir is a traitor doesn't feel right. I can't believe it. You think I don't see that? Look at what we know about the medallion. We discovered it thanks to his hints. Did we? No. Pretty sure we learned about the medallion from the birds. Right? No, it was Volk, and then eventually the birds. But Volk first, telling us the story that our dad told him. I don't think Nasir helped us at all. He just stole it. Unless I'm forgetting something. It's possible. He's helped us throughout our entire journey. Well, you know, he did help us, yes. But maybe only to get us into a position to betray us. Right? That's what real dirty villains do. They pretend to be your best friend forever. Thinking of one of those silly old videos where... what was that one? It's like you're gonna get a speeding ticket or something, but you pretend some random girl is your partner. Like I think you go to the hospital. You guys remember that video? I think it's like another one of those Saturday Night Live kind of things. And the guy got pulled over for a speeding ticket, but instead he said he had to go to the hospital to give to support his wife. The cop follows him to the hospital. He finds like a single mother, and they just pretend. They're like, "Hey man, just follow me. Pretend we're cool." But then the cop keeps following him and following him and following him, and then he has to raise the kid and stay with this girl. And then finally, like the kid's grown up, moves out, and the cop's still sitting there watching him. He's like, "All right, you did good." Like, is this what this is the big game Nasir is playing? He's been helping us, following us all this time, and just waiting for. And he didn't wait for. He's not like a cop, but maybe he is. I don't know. Wait. Anyway, sorry. Blah 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 blah. He helped us. Yeah. Side rant done. If he will not speak, there's nothing I can do to save him. Right. We have him in prison. Sure. Let's go see him. One way or another, I'll loosen his tongue. All right, Randolph. Let's do it. Beat down. He's being kept in the supply tent. We wanted to keep him away from the other soldiers. Huh? He's gone! The villain escaped from our grasps, our clutches. I brought him breakfast this morning. He was here. Just can't trust him. Should have cut off his hands or something. Maybe that's a war crime. Anyway, it's another pretty long episode. That seems to be the way of life now. Anyway, that is the big bridge. I had some fun with that one. Not that difficult. We're very overpowered, but just think of all those transfer bonuses we're going to get. Oh boy, transfer bonuses. Thanks for watching, folks. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I hope you're enjoying as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.